fellow collector Shuki here with a review of the Uchu Sentai Kyuranger DX Orion Battler. Or Orion Butler if you're Hobby Link Japan. And obviously that's just a more creative name because he can serve you drinks and carry little silver trays with caviar on them now. So it's great. It's just an all-around good time. He's a great butler. I mean, he's been butlering me for quite a while now, and I appreciate his services. He's a great little one. But anyway, I love that name. Like, I want a butler mecha now. But anyway, the Orion Battler, the Battle Orion Ship here in this mode. I chose this side of the box because I can actually somewhat show off this side of the box. So it's released in October of 2017 for about 12,000 yen or so, give or take, depending on when and where you picked it up. This is our big expensive mecha of the year, and oh boy was it expensive. Thankfully, I picked it up on Mandarake for about 6,000 yen, about half off. Which makes me very, very happy, and he's very much worth that price. He's a great, great mecha. I love him a lot. Here's the other side of the box that shows off his actual Orion Butler mode. Just pretend the club is a big silver tray. Are there any other cool sides to this box? This is pretty cool. Kind of hard to see, but that's a pretty cool shot right there. So anyway, enough of the box. Let's just go ahead and get this open and take a look. Alright, cool. He somehow kind of fits in my camera frame. I'm quite surprised, actually. But here we are with the Battle Orion Ship. And this is super fun. Rolls very, very well. I have a fabric surface right now, and he's still rolling very well. So, very fun to roll back and forth. You have this little like plunger thing, which is really cool. I will get to that momentarily. But you have 3 different docking stations that you can put all of the different Voyagers in, which is another cool feature. So basically you can put any of the Voyagers here, and then you put their respective Kyutama in the little lever piston thing. And so you like line it up, and then you push it forward, and then that will dock with the Voyager that you shown, and then you pull it backwards and it'll stay connected to the Voyager, and that'll really cool, and then you just pull the Voyager off and pretend it's taking off. Very cool. It's a nice little feature. I dig that quite a bit. So just to show it off with the Orion Voyager, just like that, and now Orion Voyager is like, and he takes off. So really cool. And regardless, here is the Orion Voyager. So here is the Battle Orion Ship, and here is the Orion Voyager itself. It's just a spaceship that's looks like a club. So really cool. Plus, when you do it like that, oh, it's a fist. Yeah. I don't know. It's late, guys. So pretty cool. I do dig that quite a bit. So just shove that back up there. Take off the Orion Kyutama, which we got right there. So it's number 13. Got Orion hanging out there with his little club. There are the 2 split halves. Whoop. There are the pins, if you can actually see them. This is B01. 01. He's the first Kyutama, according to the Caesar Blaster. So let's go ahead and check out the sounds for this one. So it actually has a transformation tune. Well, not a tune because they're all the same, but it actually says Orion after it, which is pretty cool because only the change Kyutama do that. Actually, it kind of has Orion's voice in it. That's pretty cool. Brrr. It's me when I'm trying to attack something in a video game. Now this guy also included the All Voyager Kyutama, which is very, very pretty. It's mostly a clear plastic, but you have the Shishi logo right there, and then the other 11 surrounding it. So very, very neat. I love that a lot. SP, nice rainbow color in there. Nice sparkly plastic. Got the Shishi logo right there, and then the other Kyurangers hanging out over there. So very neat. Love this Kyutama quite a bit. So let's check this one out. It is everybody. It is everybody. Fortunately, it does not name everybody when you do that. No sounds, but it does name everybody off, which is pretty cool. Very, very cool. I love this one a lot. I like it when there's gimmicks that kind of do a roll call-esque thing, and this one definitely fulfills that role. And I love that a ton. So the image inside is basically the Battle Orion ship in the background, firing off all of the Voyagers. So that's pretty cool. And then the backdrop of the Orion Kyutama is just Shishi Red Orion in the cockpit, as you would expect, having came with a Voyager toy. So, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and wheel him back in. We'll set the Orion Kyutama back up, and this does rotate like this, depending on like how you have to hook it in, because they only connect a certain way. So like this way, it's not going to connect. You have to tilt it like that for it to connect. So depending on how the Kyutama needs to connect to that Voyager, you can rotate this around so that it fits your need. And then of course, this also pivots like that, so you can hit all the other sections of the toy as well. So very cool. Also on here is some little logos. So like this one over here is for, I think that's Hibitsukai, Tenbin, and Oshi. Fit in this slot right here. Sasori, Washi, and Kajiki fit in this middle slot right here. While Okami, Kuma, and Chameleon fit in this one up here. So they all kind of have their different purposes for these. So pretty neat as well. Alright, so of course, being as big and bulky as it is, this thing is chocked full of sounds, and they're actually pretty cool, and a lot of them have to actually do with the Battle Orion Ship mode. So there is a button right here. There is no on and off button or switch rather, on this thing as far as I can tell, but you had to pull a little tab out over here, and the button is this little gold one right here. So let's go ahead and hear some sounds. Boom, indeed. So it'll cycle between those two kind of warpy sounds, and then the attack sound. So pretty cool. If you hold it down.
Battle Orion Ship.
Brrr. I'm sorry. Orion! That's a little bit more accurate. All hands on deck. Brrr, brrr. I love when toys have music. And it'll just kind of cycle through those. So if we hold it down again.
Orion Voyager.
各機メンテナンス OK。 発進準備完了です。
Hey, the scramble. Hey, the docking.
システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready? Take off. City Voyager.
各機メンテナンス OK。 発進準備完了です。
Hey, the scramble.
This part right here is pretty much the same for all of them.
The docking.
So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and skip through that part after it says the Voyager name.
システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready? よっしゃラッキー。シシボイジャー行くぜ。Take off. Battery Voyager.
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready? スティンガー、サソリボイジャー発進する。Take off. オオカミボイジ
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
ャー。Ready? オオカミボイジャー発進だ。覚悟審査や。Take off.
As you've noticed, the take off part is all the same as well. So I'm just going to kind of skip to the actual vocal parts.
Ending Voyager.
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready? バランス、天秤ボイジャー発進。あげぽよウェイ。オウシーボイジ
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
ャー。Ready? シャンプオウシボイジャー発進。123もう。ヘビスカイボイジ
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready? 流れ、ヘビ使いボイジャーさあ行こう。カメレオンボイジ
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready?
スタコレハミーカメレオンボイジャー行きます。
ワーシボイジ
各機メンテナンス OK。 発進準備。システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready?
ラプターワシボイジャー発進します。
カジキボイジ
各機メンテナンス OK。 発進準備完了です。
Hey, the scramble.
システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready?
スパーダカジキボイジャーグラッツェ。
Beer boy
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready? 小論法竜ボイジャー竜の道を進む。クーマボイ
各機メンテナンス OK。 システムオールクリア。どうぞ。
Ready?
佐久間小太郎クマボイジャー行って
And I'll just cycle back through all of the Kyurangers. So, very cool. I'm talking over it. I love all of the individual phrases in here from the characters. Having their actual voice clips in here is very, very cool and makes this toy very unique, and I love it a lot. For that. I think that's really, really cool. So, as you cycle through those, you can kind of set them up on here and do the pivot and dock thing and pretend they're taking off. So, it's a very cool feature for kids as well that are playing with this and all the other Voyagers too. So, pretty cool in that regard. I dig it a lot. Moving on to the next batch.
Wake up, Orion!
Maybe he's not ready to wake up. Kind of rude. Alright, we're not quite there yet, but let's go ahead and get there, since it seems to be ready for us. Go ahead and swing that all the way down, and you're just going to simply lift this guy all the way up. These legs will slide open, and now he's nice and stable and all that. So, moving on up. This hand will extend outward. This panel will swing down. There is a lever on the back of the head that will raise the fire up like that. Then you just take the Orion Voyager, connect it right there, and as you can see, just based on how it's designed, any of the Voyagers that can clear it actually can connect on the arm here. So there is a little bit of cross-compatibility with that. But there we go. There is the Orion Battler, which I'm going to just call him for the rest of eternity. Orion Battler is really cool. I love his base design. It's very heroic. It's very stoic. The panels back here kind of make it look like he has a cape, which I think is really cool. I mean, granted, he's got this big plunger thing on the back of him, but ignoring that, he just looks super cool. He's got the big club. He's got fire coming out of his head. He's got like the big chest piece and stuff like that. He just looks really cool. Like, it's a cool robot design. I love it. I'm not too fond of how the feet function, just because it's a really weird kind of foot silhouette. I wish these kind of like slid outward or something to make little toes, but they don't, so it just kind of looks like he's got these like weird heel feet. But it's still super, super cool. And the sound button is on the complete other side, because I don't know anything. No, I was right the first time, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Ignore me, I don't know how this toy functions. Right, there I go, I found it. So just some generic attack noises, and you hold it down. You got that. So there you go, your big old final attack noise.
Battle Orion Ship.
And then it'll cycle back to the original sounds.
Wake up, Orion!
So now we're back to Orion Battler noises. The Kyukoku Galaxy is actually kind of like the bazooka mode attack, but I just wanted to show it off while I was here as well. So very cool. Like I said, I love his silhouette a ton. He is a little bit taller than the other mecha for reference. There he is next to Kyureno, so he's probably a good solid about 5 inches or so bigger than Kyureno. So pretty cool. He's a big beefy boy, and I love him a ton. He's a super cool robot, and the vocal sounds definitely have a lot to do with that as well. So to convert back into the ship mode, it is pretty easy. Just take that off, line these back up, slide that in, pop his little hair piece down, as I like to call it, fold that up, swing this around, connect that back, turn this all around, set it back down gently, bring the little plunger piece back, and attach the Orion Voyager right up here. and you are here. We can even plunger it up and be a little bit official here. So there we go. We are back to the Battle Orion Ship. Very simple transformation too, so it's very easy for kids to play with. So it's got very easy rollability, very easy transformation, lots of sounds that the kids can role play with as they press the button. So lots of cool features for the kids. And just because it's what happens in the show, and I have the ability to right now, let's go ahead and try to mimic that that bazooka function. Alright, so for the bazooka part, you're going to want to just flip that up so it is flat, and then Washi Voyager will just sort of sit right up here. Tenbin will be in this weird kneeling position, and he will slot in right here on those little grooves. And then over here, same thing, Hibitsukai Voyager's feet will slot into those little tabs right there, and they just kind of sit in there. They're not pegged in or anything like that, but they sit pretty decently. And there you have the full bazooka mode formation, which just doesn't fit in my review station at all, but it is really cool. You got the Orion Voyager up there, the Battle Orion Ship as the base and the bazooka. Tenbin is over there, Washi is over there, Beatsuka is hanging out over there, Ryuteo, Kyureno, Gigan Ho-Oh. The gang is all here, except for Cerberus and Kojishi, but you can just kind of take Kojishi and just set it on the ground right there, or just make that Super Kyureno. That'd be a lot easier of a thing, but you can incorporate as many of them as you want. Just put Cerberus in that blank space I have over there and pretend. So, really cool. I really wish there was a full-on formation for this, but unfortunately, we're going with the whole weaponized assault route instead of a big cluster F mecha. But alas, it does look pretty cool on display, I think, with all of them around there, and the bazooka and everything, but I love Orion Battler's formation so much that I just can't will myself to actually display him like this. It has to be, he has to be in robot mode. He's just too cool not to do so. So at the end of the day, while this guy is pricey, if you check some secondhand outlets like Mandarake, you might find a good deal on this guy like I did. 6,000 yen is a super steal for this guy. Unfortunately, shipping on him is a lot because he is huge, big, and heavy, so he's like a double whammy when it comes to shipping. So just be wary about that, that even if you do get a good deal, you're probably going to be ruining a lot of it with the shipping costs. But just think of what you saved by getting the deal, and think of the shipping as free or something like that. Or browse around Amazon. You might be able to find a deal on this guy on Amazon US or something like that. So, very cool guy. I love him a ton. I think his formation is great, and the sounds in there really make the toy. So I think it's a definite winner for the kids of Japan and any kids in other countries that happen to receive this toy. Very cool. I love it a ton, and I definitely recommend it for those of you that are Kyuranger fans that haven't picked this guy up yet. Again, it's a shame that there's no combinations with this guy or anything like that. There's just the bazooka formation, but it's still really cool, and cannons are neat at the end of the day, I suppose. But really neat. I like them a lot, and I'm very happy with the purchase, and I don't know, I like him. That's all I can say, is I like him a lot. So that about does it for this review. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and as always, thanks for watching. Take care, and have a great one. Bye. Orion!